Hello, my people, welcome back. This is your Light in Darkness, and I'm back again with another update and another beautiful reading for all of you once again. So, today's update is going to update you about the current circumstances your abusers, your culprits, and your wrongdoers are experiencing at the moment. The ones who had been purposely undermining you on your journey, the ones who had been intentionally blocking your connection, the ones who had been hating on you for no fault of yours, the ones who had been trying to replace you in your person's life, or the ones who had been trying to separate you two to fulfill their own selfish agendas. This read is talking about and describing about what's happening with them or in their lives at the moment, or what it is they can expect, as well as what it is you can expect, all at the same time. Okay, so currently what's happening here is that these people are getting bombarded with problems, with challenges, with painful events, with chaos, with drama and negativity from all sorts, from all corners. That is what is going on here at the moment, at present. These people were reluctant to change. These people were not taking no for an answer when it comes to hurting you or blocking your union, because they were looking at you as a threat, because they were wishing for things to be different, because they had their own selfish reasons or agendas, because they simply didn't like the fact that you share a divine connection with your counterpart and they do not have anything as such in their lives. Just like I said, I was picking up energy or presence of highly toxic, negative, jealous, envious friends here or workmates. That's exactly what I'm picking up here as well. But that doesn't mean it's going to be for each and every one of you. If in your situation it's someone else, then take it how it resonates. However, this read is more focused upon those people your person hangs around with, sits with, seeks counsel from, discusses things with, or is kind of friends with, who do not deserve to be called anyone's friends, because they can never be anyone's friends. These are simply enemies disguised as friends who have their own selfish motives or intentions they want to fulfill here. It could just be having control, it could just be having this dominion or this need of having power and upper hand in the situation. That's what I'm seeing here, okay? But doesn't matter, because their future looks terrible, or their fate looks horrifying to me for what they have done or are choosing to do right now with you or within your connection, in relation with your connection. Okay, I'm seeing that they've troubled you a lot. They've caused you enormous hurt, struggles, pain, sorrow, suffering, isolation and whatnot. But the fact is that they were not able to tear you apart. They were not able to break your spirit or your confidence. That's what makes you more stronger and wiser than them. Something they hate the most about you, something they are not happy about, and at the same time are getting triggered with, because your aura, your presence, your stance is coming across as someone who's very leveled up, who's very empowered, who's very gifted, intuitive, and kind of recognized in the world. Okay, they are not happy about this because they assumed that you were weak, you were naive, you were timid, you were worthless, and things of all of that sort. And when they see that you're crushing their ego, their pride, and their arrogance with this newfound strength of yours, or this new transformed self you're displaying, they're not happy about it and they're not able to digest it. That's why I'm seeing they are still trying to find ways, or they're still standing against you. No matter what happens, or no matter what they attract, some of these people, not all of them, some of these people still want to elongate your separation or bring an end to it. Bring an end to your union or your connection, which is something that's never gonna happen, to their surprise or to their dismay. That is what I'm seeing here, okay? This is the news for you. Your connection stands intact. more powerful than ever before. These people did whatever they could or whatever they thought about would break you or break your connection. However, in the end, they only helped your person realize who you were and what significance and importance your connection had in their life. During the separation, they realized that you were the one for them, or are realizing that right now. Okay, I see that they are thinking about you and your connection more than ever, more than usual. They are reflecting over their own choices and decisions and how they've messed things up, how they wrecked things up, or how they damaged the bond you two shared in the past. Okay, all because of these people, all because of their negativity, their hostility, or their opinions which do not have any basis. They were simply coming or stemming from these people's fears, insecurities, dilemmas, doubts, apprehensions, and negativity. Something your counterpart didn't question, didn't confront, or didn't process through in the past. But now I see them doing all of that. Now they are thinking about making their own identity, or becoming empowered enough to choose you on their own. I don't see them looking at these people like they used to, or thinking about them like they used to. Now they are focused on your connection. Now they are focused on your union and how powerful it's becoming day by day. No matter what they did, no matter what these people did, the love you two shared never faded, and it looks like it's growing day by day. Something that surprises your counterpart, something that surprises even these people, but at the same time it upsets them, because they thought that after what they've done, you'd be doomed, or your connection wouldn't be able to survive any of that. But here it's crushing it. It's crushing everything. It's crushing them. I see that they are attracting terrible situations and circumstances in their life. Horrible situations entering, and it looks like they won't change for some good amount of time. They'll be stuck for a while, or that's what's coming. No matter what they are going to do, or no matter what they are going to come up with, I don't see them finding any success when it comes to destroying you or your connection. They can simply just, gather around, sit within their group or within their circle to talk about you. That's all they're gonna do. But in the end, they won't be able to cause you any kind of damage or hurt, no matter what they do or no matter what they think they can do. In the end, they'll just find themselves talking about you, looking at you from a distance, and just feeling some sort of bitterness about it. That's all. All they can do is being angry, being upset, being enraged, furious, envious, jealous, and things of all of that sort. However, they won't be able to stop your union. They won't be able to stop your counterpart from changing. They won't be able to stop this transformation that's already in the process, that's already happening. They won't be able to stop this ultimate outcome, which is your reunion here. No matter what happens, no matter what they did, no matter what's going to happen, I see things turning out in your favor. But for this to happen, you shouldn't think about these people. You shouldn't worry about these people. You shouldn't retaliate. You shouldn't do anything to answer them back. You know what worries them the most? Your peaceful stance, your calm, composed, balanced attitude. That's what troubles them the most. They think that the more they are going to poke you or interfere in your business, in your personal life, the more you are going to react. So make sure and ensure that doesn't happen. Do not give these people any of your attention or reaction or answers. Don't even think about doing anything as such, because they don't deserve your attention or your focus or any of your energy from your end. All you need to do here is remain focused on yourself, on your personal goals, aspirations, dreams, and your spiritual path. You don't have to do anything here except just being yourself, polishing yourself, and improving yourself as days pass by, because that's what's attracting your person back in your life. Not doing anything to convince your person, not answering them back, not interfering in their life, not trying to save them from these snakes is what is bringing them in their senses, and at the same time is forcing them to see these people for who they are or were all along. I see them thinking about you and your connection in solitude or whenever they are alone. They are thinking about everything. They're thinking about who you are and what you've become. They're thinking about who you were as well. These people try to paint you as a very bad, evil, mean, cruel, nasty person, but your transformation and the turn of events proved all of them wrong. They actually exposed themselves, or are going to. That's why I'm suggesting you and advising you not to do anything about the situation, because the situation is already outside of your control. Don't try to fix it on your own. It won't work, because these people are very hostile. These people are very troublesome, very, very quarrelsome and egoistic people. They do not care about consequences. They do not care about common sense. Only if they did, the situation wouldn't have escalated to this level. They are escalating things. They are not looking far and further. They are not thinking through anything and everything here. They just want to undermine you. They just want to show that they are superior because something about you triggers them. Something about your connection upsets them. Actually upsets the negativity, the evil and the demons they have within themselves. If they were mature enough, understanding enough, or knowledgeable enough, wise enough, they would have understood it. But because they lack all of those things, they're acting this way. They're acting out of their character. Simply understand this. Okay, learn to look at the situation from a higher perspective. You don't have to do anything to fix the situation. Only focus on fixing yourself, your life, and what's broken within you. Remain focused only and only on the Lord, the Almighty, and move forward on your spiritual path without worrying about these people or what they are doing, because they are attracting terrible situations. Their lives are going to get filled with troubles, with struggles, with modifying outcomes and painful situations. And it won't stop until and unless they stop hurting you, undermining you, or troubling you, actually blocking your connection here. Because that's their ultimate intention. That's their ultimate goal. Or maybe was their ultimate goal. However, they cannot go along like this. They won't be able to move forward. I see them attracting a kind of situation where they won't be able to move even an inch. That's how miserable divine forces can make them, or are making them right now. It looks like it is happening right now. Something abrupt happened, or something abruptly changed in their life, which looks like it's not of a positive nature to me. This looks painful. These people think that there's no one above them. They are all emperors or empresses. That's why divine forces are becoming ruthless and merciless with these people. They need to learn something called humility and maturity and understanding and consideration towards other people. They lack all of these things. They lack empathy. These people are more like those apathetic psychopaths who enjoy causing suffering to other people, or who enjoy creating conflict. They love when they see two people fighting, quarreling, or arguing. They love when they see two loving people drifting apart because of them. It makes them feel powerful or superior. So here I'm seeing that divine forces or this divine intervention is taking away that power from them. Whatever it is that makes these people think that they can put their foot onto others, onto other people's lives, that's what I see is getting taken away from them, or is getting snatched away from them. Maybe forcefully, but it is needed. That's the only way these people will change, or are going to think about changing. But in the end, I see that one way or the other, you are going to win, and some of them are going to witness it, not all of them. It depends who's going to change here and who's not going to change. So now it's up to them, and the kind of equation they create with you, with God, and with their own selves, that's going to determine their destiny and their reality. Your reality looks beautiful. Your future looks beautiful, because I'm seeing that things are already turning out in your favor. Your person is slowly but surely coming out of that dark influence these people had on them. They are learning, they are growing, they're evolving, they're becoming independent. They are realizing that they need to be loyal towards you, or at least loyal towards your connection. It's happening at a slow pace, so don't expect rapid changes. Don't expect things to turn around overnight. As I already suggested you, just remain focused on yourself, on your spiritual path, on the Lord and on your healing work, all will work out that way. That's what's attracting your person back and is giving them the strength they needed the most. They need the most while dealing with these people, while fighting their own demons, or while fighting these challenges or obstacles they are facing in their life. Don't worry about these people at all. I'll repeat that because it looks like they are bringing in a dead end for them, something they wouldn't be able to change or turn around from. So if that's what they want, we cannot do anything about that. We can only pray and wish well for them. If you want to do that, up to you. If you don't want to, no one is judging you, because these people do not deserve your kindness. It would just be your loving nature or kindness or your big heart that you choose to show kindness towards them. However, if in any case you think that you cannot, no problem with that. Okay, so that's all. This was your update for today. I'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye bye.